What is up? All right, welcome to the first episode of the world's most dangerous podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon. I'm here with my brother from another mother, Erimus Mills.
What's up?
We're here, and we are definitely going to be doing a lot of MMA podcasts, and not the Ronda Rousey got married podcast, like Connor had a baby stupid shit podcast. We're not here to agree on everything like some other podcasts that we've heard. We're not gonna bash Trump and just be we might do some political stuff every now and then, do a little bit of weird episodes, but for the most part we're here to talk hardcore MMA stuff going on because it's ever evolving, ever changing. And we both have experience in the cage. Erimus much more than me because I only did one. Erimus has fought pro, and that's pretty fucking cool, but whatever. One fight, it's pretty impressive though. I still feel pretty excited about it.
I was proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. So proud you sat in the locker room. What a douchebag. All right, anyway though. But let's fucking dive in because I'm ready.
Let's do it.
So I'm going to skip ahead of the fight this weekend and go straight to the next weekend, and then we'll come back to this weekend. But the Justin Gaethje versus Dustin Poirier fight has me actually really excited because I've been watching both these dudes, and Justin Gaethje was the best thing probably to come out of fucking World Series of fighting. Probably at least one of them, top 5 coming out of there. And Poirier's always been around. He's a little chinny these days, but...
I love Poirier. I mean, I've always loved him. He's great.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, great fighter.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting for him to win.
I am too. At 55, I like him. Because when he was down at 45, I think he looked a little, dead.
No,
he was I'm killing myself to make it here. Fuck all this. And he came back to 55.
Yeah, no, I feel like he does what most fighters do. They go up on 55, lose a couple times, drop down to 45, try it out.
Yeah. I mean, and Gaethje, he's... I don't know. When I watched him fight his last fight against fucking... Eddie Alvarez, who I'm not necessarily a big fan of. I think he's highly overrated.
Very.
But he went to war with that dude, and I'll give Eddie Alvarez the fact that he's pretty durable. He's besides that fucking Conor fight, he's pretty durable, and he just fucking took it and then knocked Gaethje out. But it was Gaethje beat the shit out of Michael Johnson though, and that was I don't know. I like watching him fight. He's not the most technical dude, but
I think is this a contender fight though?
It's got to be close because lightweight's fucking weird right now. You've got the big fight this weekend, but one of the guys is the fucking the featherweight champ. And
so he's not going anywhere after this.
For sure. And if he wins the belt, maybe relinquish 145 because, who else is he going to fight besides Ortega? But, 55 is the money. That's where the money is because you can fight, but he's small.
I don't see him leaving 45 because he's so small.
And he's dominant.
Yeah,
beat the fuck out of
he's dominant. I think this is more of just conquering 2 weight divisions.
Yeah.
He'll release the 155 after he does it. There's no true 155 pound champion right now.
No.
So it doesn't hurt Holloway to go in there, win it, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. Y'all find another champion, but I did it. I'm holding 2 titles. I tied it like bitch McGregor did.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. It's true, and it also shows that the BJ pinballs on him. He's like, wait, Khabib needs an opponent on a few days' notice. Fuck it, roll the dice. What? Because like me and you were talking about the other day, and we had to shut up to save it for this. But it was what do you lose? You go in there and you get mauled by the guy everyone gets mauled by. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Or you go in there and fucking starch him, and you're the king.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're money.
Yeah, exactly.
And the UFC is definitely gonna market you versus fucking dipshit McGregor in a rematch from fucking 4 years ago, which whatever.
I would give anything to put McGregor back in the cage though. Yeah. Whatever we can do to get him there. I know he's running.
Yeah.
He's running from it. Yeah. So let's get him in there.
Yeah, but when it comes to Poirier, the only thing I don't like is how fucking kind of chinny he is these days. When he leaves his hands down and gets a little wacky, he gets starched.
Well, he's been in there for a while, man. And his record's 22-5.
Yeah.
Even still, because a lot of these guys they get into the game, they've been in it.
Yeah.
They're way over 5 losses.
True.
And he's only got 5.
Yeah.
27 total fights. So I got to stick with Poirier. I mean, the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't really know the other guy that much because I'm not a big fan of him.
Yeah. He trains with Rose and Pat Barry out there at that. So, he's got a good camp around him. It's just he's literally come out and admit he's basically like Forrest Griffin but better striking. He's like, I'm going to try to fuck you up and throw hands and one of us is going to get knocked out. And that's cool. But you're gonna end up like Diego Sanchez. You're gonna end up, like Chris Lieben. You're gonna end up as a gatekeeper at 155, and every new fucking bad dude they have, they're gonna throw him in there with you, and they're gonna cut through you like a buzzsaw eventually when your chin goes. Yeah. And fuck, you would really want to do that for fucking 5 years? You finally made it to the UFC and you fucking CTE after a year. Something I didn't think about was that if Dustin wins the following weekend and Max wins this weekend, we could get a fucking rematch of their fight when Max was super young and fucking Poirier submitted him. I would watch that fight.
Poirier submitted Holloway?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Dude,
that.
when Holloway was like 19. Like,
okay.
I mean, this is not the same Holloway. Like, he has a mustache now. He's like, way more tattoos. Like, no, but like Holloway, he's a stud. So, but that's a potential fight that this could set up. Yeah. And that's a good main event, like in a free fight, like on FS1, I think. And I don't know, that's a good. I would watch the shit out of that. Yeah. No, it's not going to be a boring fight. Whether it fucking proves that one of them's a contender, who gives a shit? Exactly. I mean, it's still going to be badass. It was supposed to be Gaethje and Alvarez, and I think Alvarez obviously got hurt. That's why the fight's not happening. But I tell you what, dude, I'd rather fight Alvarez than fucking Poirier. I think that's way easier fight.
Poirier's just so, he's so long, and his striking is epic.
And he has a fucking ground. He's like Cerrone, kind of. Like, he's down to throw because if you take him down, he doesn't give a shit. He's got pretty good, he's got good jits. Yeah. So who gives a shit? But the other fight on that one is the co-main event, and you got Frankie coming back short notice. Not really short notice, but coming back quick after getting fucking knocked out by Ortega. And I don't know if I recommend it. Like, for one, he mowed Cub Swanson over, right? Like, when they fought 2 years ago. Yeah, but he train wrecked him. Like, Cub was like, I don't know who this guy is, but I feel like he's different than me. And he just beat his ass and submitted him in the 5th round. Like, it was really embarrassing. But Frankie just got knocked out. Yeah. Like, how many times have we seen a dude be like, I want to come back, and then they get fucked up? Like, Bisping just did it against Kelvin. He's like, GSP fucked me up pretty good. I'll take this fight on short notice against a young 24-year-old or however old he is and just get fucking starched. Like, I don't know. Would you come back that quick?
No. Not after a knockout.
Not even. He's like, I was fine. I was like, I understand that you felt like you were fine. Yeah. But your brain doesn't know that you feel that way.
I've only been knocked out once, and it wasn't in the cage, so I don't know. But, like, I can only imagine, like, getting devastated. Yeah.
Well, like, it's just your brain hasn't healed. Like, we've seen it so many times that, like, it just... And that's what happened with Forrest, from what I've heard, is that, like, Forrest was, like, knocked out once or twice in training for Anderson, and what happened? Anderson jabbed him, and he was falling all over the place. He couldn't even think straight.
Yeah, but I felt like at that time in Anderson Silva's career, could have happened to anybody.
That's true. I mean, there's no telling what he was injecting in his ass. His jab was probably like a piston.
He didn't need roids then, bro.
Shit.
The leg wasn't broke yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I firmly believe it's the only reason he was doing it.
Yeah. But here's the other thing. So maybe Cub took that fight, right? So he's like, Frankie wants to fight you. He just got knocked out. And you're still number 4 in the fucking featherweight division. So there's no lose for Cub. You get to fight the guy that was fixing to fight for the title.
But I'll go ahead and say I don't think that Cub Swanson, even with fucking Frankie being knocked out, like, there's just no way Cub Swanson fucking wins this. I mean,
which is very possible. Like, you're probably right.
I'm just saying, Cub Swanson sucks. I mean, I
doesn't suck.
I mean, fuck him.
He definitely doesn't suck.
I mean, no, okay.
He's way too boxing oriented these days after fucking hanging out with Timothy Bradley for as long as he did.
Yeah, he is boxing oriented. Yeah. He's about to go up against probably one of the best fucking strikers at 145. That's true. He got knocked out, but that doesn't take away his fucking rest of the shit that he's done.
That's very true.
He's fast on the feet. He mixes it up so well that I just don't think Cub Swanson is not going to be able to handle Frankie's pace. Yeah. I swear.
I think I agree with you. I think the fight will go almost identical to the other fight. I think he takes him down, beats him up, so then once he's slowed down, a lot of that power is zapped. Then on the feet, he's just going to get lit up by a butterfly.
Well, what do you think? Do you think Cub Swanson's got the power to knock out Frankie Edgar?
Yes. Now, these days, yes.
I just don't believe it.
I do. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it can happen. Because I'm saying Cub is he's one of two things. That fight against Frankie will be so motivating for this fight. Or it's going to be so devastating that it's going to be in his head that he got completely fucking owned by this guy once before. Don't let it happen again. And he fucks up. But what if Frankie's a little too fucking eager to get this fucking win, get that loss and that knock, that first person ever to stop him out of his head and get this fucking guy out of there, and he gets fucking clipped. Like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's very unlikely, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
No.
Like, Cub can knock dudes out. Like, he can. Like,
I mean, I want to say that, Cub can knock dudes out, but I don't want to say he can knock out Frankie Edgar. Like,
I think he can TKO him. I really do.
I mean,
I don't think anybody in the world can stone cold him.
I mean, maybe I'm giving like the former champion too much credit. Like, okay, he's just way too much out of his level. Yeah. But
he's also been in there with fucking giants and taken like front kicks, like up kicks straight to his face from Benson Henderson. Like, he fought BJ 3 fucking times. Yeah, Jose like, Aldo twice
in BJ's prime. Like,
that's true. That's a big part is in his prime. Yeah, Jose Aldo in his prime the first time. I mean, he lost to Jose twice though. But never stopped.
Yeah, right? I mean, but Jose's a beast.
That's true. I mean, that's true. Yeah, I mean,
not right now. No, but he still is.
Yeah. At that time, he was the fucking Max Holloway. No one was touching him. But I don't know. All right, so out of those two fights, if I had to pick, I'm definitely going Poirier over Gaethje, just because Gaethje's a little too crazy.
I'm in agreement, 100%.
And then with Frankie and Cub, I'm with you. I give Cub a puncher's chance in the first 2 rounds, and then it's downhill.
I got Frankie Edgar by decision.
You don't think he can stop him again? He submitted him in the 5th.
No, I just think he's too fucking used to going to decisions. I mean, I just think it's going there.
The fact that he knocked Chad out was dope. When he knocked Chad Mendez out with a left hook, I was like, that was amazing. Yeah, I mean, Frankie's the man. I used to hate him. I
hated him too. Every BJ Penn fan did. Yeah. But however, he's still fucking good, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Still there at like 36.
Yeah.
Like, and still probably a 1 fight away from a championship fight.
I feel like he never fights though, right? I am gonna say that.
He did take a long layoff, but I mean, do you blame him? He's almost fucking 40. I would. And you're fighting studs that are coming out of fucking all kinds of crazy camps. You never fucking
but I'm saying he fights like 2 fights a year, usually, and that's
true. What sucks is he was supposed to fight Holloway, but you take a risky fight and Ortega fucking stones you and you're out cold or pretty cold.
Yeah, I know, and I actually thought that I did think that like Frankie would dust Holloway, and now I'm like, no fucking way. I don't know, man. Holloway's really impressed me. And
I want to see how he deals with, because he dealt with Lamas, but Lamas is not the same animal as Khabib and Frankie. I think those two are going to show a lot of what like Max really is these days. Right. Like, if he can fucking stay on his feet, like, shut up, Brandon. I'm going to save this for when we talk about that fight, because I'm really excited for that fight. So
me too.
I'm going to shut up for a second. So we both definitely pick fucking Frankie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, we both had Poirier too, but
that's true. But Gaethje's just like, I can't wait to fucking rock 'em, sock 'em robots. And like, Poirier's like, cool, watch this counter left, bitch. Like, he's got a puncher's chance, just like Cub does. But for 2 rounds, Cub's in the fight for I think 3 through 5, maybe even a submission. I don't see Cub being there very long. No. Greg Jackson couldn't save him the first time. He's gonna save him this time. It's a wrap, dude.
No, Cub's losing that fight. I mean, I'll put money on it.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, I gotta add something to this that we can talk about. I forgot about it. Actually, let's go ahead and fucking talk about it, because I just got really excited. Okay, so before we talk about this weekend, let's talk about the fucking super fight that was made, that I believe is one of the best super fights ever made.
Well, this is news to me, so let's do
No, it's not.
Well, what the fuck? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Cormier and Stipe. That's a fucking super fight.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fucking amazing. But I got Stipe Miocic beating his fucking ass. I pray to God.
You don't think DC gets close to him? You think he just keeps him off?
No, I think DC probably is going to win it, but fuck DC. I don't like him. He's a fucking nerd. I hate him.
He's such a good human. Yeah, I swear to God.
Fuck good humans. But I want John Jones, man. That's who I want.
You got to get the coke head back in.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, you really can't deny, but whatever. But in all realness, this fight is harder for me to figure out than almost every fight that we've started talking about the last month.
Can DC get Stipe to the ground and keep him there?
I don't think he wants him on the ground.
I know he wants.
I think he wants him. I think he wants to cane him like Cain did to JDS. I think he just wants him up against the cage and just drain him.
Yeah, well, maybe that, but he's not outboxing Stipe. I just don't. No fucking way.
I agree with you, but I think he's faster. I think he'll be able to hit Stipe, but I don't see him knocking. Like, he's definitely not going to knock Stipe out. Francis Ngannou did knock him out. Yeah. DC's little fucking pillow fist isn't knocking him out.
Yeah.
He knocked fucking Bigfoot out, but Bigfoot's fucking like Stonehenge ass gets knocked out by everybody.
See, I just don't see Stipe knocking Daniel Cormier out though. I mean,
oh no, it's more likely if you want to say that.
It's way more likely. But
yeah.
I see the fight going. I mean, honestly, if Daniel Cormier can get him on the ground, keep him on the ground.
He has to.
He's gonna, he can roll out a submission or roll out a decision.
Yeah.
Not a submission. Sorry.
No, he's not.
Okay. I think. I don't think he's ever submitted to anybody.
You see what no one's really okay. People who know shit are talking about it, but like average fans aren't talking about it because they probably don't know because they didn't watch Strikeforce. This dude won the heavyweight Grand Prix. Now, I'm not saying that was like the top of the top heavyweights, but he has been in there with fucking guys like Josh Barnett, fucking big. Like I'm not saying like skill wise, whatever. Yeah. I'm saying size.
Big guys.
Yes, he's a fucking heavyweight. He kills himself to make it 205. He had to push down on the towel in Brooklyn to make a weight. I mean, he can say whatever the fuck he wants, but he cheated.
Yeah.
I love DC. I'm a DC fan.
I know you are.
But he fucking cheated. And he was like John Jones was like, hey, what's up with that fucking towel, bro? And he was like, wipe that cocaine off your nose, bitch. And then whatever. But like, he's been in there and he's thrown heavyweights around and knocked heavyweights out. I don't think he's gonna knock Stipe out, but I don't know who the fuck's gonna win, and I don't know how to pick it because every time I think about it, I think two different ways. I think DC for sure wants to cane him in the fence, but I also think the way Stipe avoided Ngannou, I think he might be able to do that to DC. And if he can catch DC early and maybe hurt him, I think he can zap a lot of that cardio. Because Stipe's not fucking... He has cardio to go 5 rounds. I don't think he has cardio to push for 5 rounds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I think if he's getting pushed on in that wave after wave for 5 rounds, I think he'll break. Or at least...
He's not... I don't think he's going to break. Period. I don't think you're breaking that, man. Okay. As far as, like, mental-wise...
Oh, I don't mean that. I just mean...
Yeah, but I mean breaking in the fight. We know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And... I don't see it happening, but and like we've all seen that DC can be knocked out.
Yes.
But do I think Stipe can do it? We'll see.
Yeah.
Stipe
ain't hitting him with no fucking head kick. I can guarantee you that.
Fuck no, he's not even throwing it. You know what I mean?
No, if I'm him, I'm not lifting my legs off the ground.
No, fuck no, because then you're asking to ride your back for the next however long is left in the round.
You go in that fight as that Golden Gloves champion. You go in there and try to box his fucking head off with those big fucking hands because. The one thing we saw is when he fought Maldonado, who was a 205er who stepped up to fight Stipe, it took 1 punch. And Maldonado was like, oh shit, that dude's fucking gigantic. And it was over, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know. The thing is, there's no way Stipe's making 205. Not a fucking chance in hell.
Never.
Whereas DC can at least make it. Yeah, will you grab me one?
Yeah.
I'll do this solo since Erimus is thirsty. But... I don't know. The one thing I'll say is DC has quick hands, and like training with Cain is a huge advantage. Like it really is. But
that's who I'm waiting on in return. When you tell me you got Cain Velasquez versus Stipe Miocic, I'm going for fucking Cain Velasquez every time.
Yeah, I'm glad you corrected his name the second time. That Quez really threw me. Maybe that's what it is, but I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. No, I know. I completely agree because the greatest heavyweight fight in the history of the sport is Stipe versus Cain. That's the heavyweight fight.
Yeah.
Fuck Lesnar. Fuck Carwin. That fight sucks. Who gives a shit? Carwin blew his wad in 10 seconds. It's a cool fight in the moment, but when you're talking about like the baddest 2 dudes, it's those 2.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, I'm going to defend Brock everywhere we go. WWE hardcore fan. Yeah. And, he did have 100 feet of intestines removed from his stomach. But I'm just going to, I'm just putting that out there,
It's probably because he had steroids lodged in there.
Who cares? Okay, well, I believe everybody should be able to take steroids. Yeah. We've had this conversation. We should have it right now. Every fighter should be allowed to be able to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I guess.
Because then everybody's equal. If you don't want to do them, hey, your fault.
I know, but you're all. So what do you? So you're saying if somebody goes, I love the sport, I love competition, I refuse to cheat. You say fuck you. You're gonna get head kicked by John Jones.
No, I'm just saying if I fought, I'm sure I have fought a 155er on steroids and beat him. I mean, I'm saying I'm positive I don't. You know, I'm 100%.
How you can't? No, you have to say 99%.
Okay, 99%, whatever.
I'll believe that.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying, like, do you believe some of them guys that I thought wasn't on steroids? I mean, plenty of them were.
Yeah.
And I never took them, but I beat them. But that's what I mean. I don't think that steroids like make or break you as a fighter. What's up, Em?
Hey, babe. No, I think they make you mentally a little bit more confident because you have it in your back pocket. So when someone takes them from you, I think you're kind of deflated mentally and physically, obviously.
Yeah.
I think the effects are worse when they take them away from you rather than having them.
Yeah, I mean...
Obviously. I mean,
that's...
I just said the stupidest statement in the world. I'm so sad right now.
But no, I'm just saying, I mean, like, they're busting all these guys for PEDs, and I don't agree with it because there's no real way to judge it. They're like, oh, you can take this, but you can't take this. And like, this is legal for 3 months, like while the guy's taking it. And then they're like, oh no, that's on the list now too. So it's like, what are these fighters supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's
definitely a flawed system, but I think they're on the right track. I'm the opposite of you.
I'm saying they're never going to be able to do it.
No. You're right. I 100% agree with you, but I think strict testing. I'm just on the other side of the fence of you. I understand your points, really I do, and I even respect them to a certain point. But I like the other side of the fence of like we're gonna set levels that you are all allowed to be at, and that's the level playing ground kind of thing. But I think they both make sense. So I can't even say 100% that I think that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I get both sides.
Look, I do get both sides, but see, I'm so lazy that I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to pick one side that allows you to do whatever you want. That way, all the guys that don't want to do it, they don't have to.
That's true.
So I'm just
either way, you get a level playing field, but you never have canceled fights.
Exactly. That's very true.
John Jones, what is this horse tranquilizer? It doesn't matter because DC's on a beaver tranquilizer.
Yeah, and I mean, so what if you want to take a bump before the fight? For me, that's like crazy. I mean, I would never do that.
I understand, but what do you tell DC? You tell him, "Fuck you, you should have drugged up," even though it's like against everything he believes. You know what I'm saying? You can't just tell the dude like you lost. I'm not.
But that's somebody blaming something.
No. Listen.
I lost because I wasn't drugged.
That's
up.
what I was fixing to say. Don't give me shit. I'm not saying that John Jones only won because of it, but say he's on whatever they tested him for. I'm not going to get into whether he's legit or if he's guilty, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, say whatever that was is the only reason he was able to train as hard and to kick him in the fucking head. And DC is against everything he believes as a fucking human to use this shit. Do you still go, well, John Jones still fucking kicked you in the head? Or do you go, we have to figure something out?
I go, John Jones still kicked you in the fucking head. I'm just saying, like, God, literally. Because if they told me, hey, look, Erimus, because I fought for years. I'm saying, if they told me, hey, look, man, we got this guy, and this motherfucker is roided like out. Naturally, he weighs 125, but he's gonna be at 155 fighting you because he's a fucking roid freak.
Yeah,
I'd be like, cool. He weighs 155, right? That's my weight. That's all I can fucking ask of the guy.
Yeah.
It's just to come in at the same fucking amount of pounds that I am.
Yeah.
So if you're on fucking roid, so what?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
But he was able to drill 3 times longer than you, 3 times harder, 2 more training sessions a week, and he fucked you up.
I'd just be like, well, he's better.
But he's not. What if he's not? That's the fuck. It's not a fucking system that can be fixed. I agree with you on that. Yeah, it's fucking broken. So we might have to agree to disagree.
Yeah, well, let's just stop it here. Yeah, we're going in loops, so let's stop it. We are recording.
Okay, yeah. So when it comes to Stipe and Cormier, 100% I'm 50-50. And I really don't know what the fuck's going to happen, but I honestly don't know if I've ever been as excited for a super fight, if I'm doing air quotes. Because they've called it super fight, Eddie Alvarez, Conor McGregor.
I watched UFC 25 Greatest Fights the other day.
God.
Did you see that fucking Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor was number 1?
The first one?
No, the second one.
Oh my God.
Was 25 greatest fight, like literally
of all time.
Yeah, like I'm guessing. I mean, fuck. I mean, no, it was they were all new fights. Like I think number 5 was like fucking Rory McDonald versus
Robbie Lawler.
Robbie Lawler, which should have been number 1. Compared to fucking Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor.
Their first fight, I would agree, was pretty amazing.
It was number 3.
Jesus Christ, this is such a money episode.
Yeah,
that's all that is.
Yeah,
because dude, the second fight literally had one guy fucking running around from the other guy, and then a weird decision.
The second fight sucked.
Yeah, I agree.
And Nate threw it for the record.
Yeah, I would believe that. He threw it for a chance at a trilogy, which
no, he didn't. He blew it for whatever fucking money Dana White's faggot ass paid him. Like,
how about the fact he couldn't even he threw it probably. I'll agree 60%, and then he still couldn't get a finish. Like, it's so stupid. And then the fact that they had it at 170 was the dumbest thing I ever heard. It's so stupid. Anyway, can I finish my fucking point?
Yeah, go
ahead. Okay, so the point is, I don't know what the point was. Anyway, Cormier versus Stipe is my hardest fight I've ever had to make a pick on who I legit 100% think is going to win. But I actually believe Cormier is going to win.
I mean, what do I firmly believe?
Yeah.
I believe that Cormier is going to take it to the ground. He's going to hold Stipe there. He's going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to happen. I want Stipe to win. I'm hoping Stipe comes in. I think if Stipe does it right, he can get a knockout by the 3rd round. TKO, knockout, whatever. But I think that it's possible for him to do that. He's got to stay away from Cormier's takedowns. Yeah. And he's got to watch being held up against the fence and being drained. Ngannou, he's a good striker, whatever. He's not the caliber of fighter that DC is.
He's not even in the same book.
No, and I mean, in Stipe, I'm not going to say he walked through him either. You know what I mean? Like
he did after the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know what you're saying though. Yeah.
But I'm saying that
that dude can knock any human being out if he hits you.
Yeah, he's got a real fight on his hands though with DC. And I think DC gets the win, but we'll see.
See, what's crazy is he has a harder fight with DC than he does with Ngannou, in my opinion. The danger was there with Ngannou, but only early. After that, there was nothing there. No, he has 0 wrestling.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, he doesn't like to wrestle. Well, bitch, guess what? You're in the worst division for not liking to wrestle.
Yeah.
If Brock Lesnar comes back, you better believe they're going to throw him, so you can make a super fight, and he's going to dump you on your head at 300 miles an hour.
Well, we all know Lesnar's the real champ.
Shut the fuck up. God, that's so embarrassing.
The greatest man in history.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I love you, Brock.
He's not listening.
He will be, dude. Just give it a couple weeks.
Okay, so I do have to point something out that I've started thinking about real quick before we move on to these this weekend. So I know that we don't need to talk more about how you hate DC. Because a lot of people do, for whether it's a good reason or bad reason. I like him, whatever. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is a lot of people dislike him because... 1, he's a nerd or whatever the fuck you said. Mm-hmm. But 2, it's because he's never beat John Jones. The only thing that could get him mega stardom and fans is to beat the fuck out of John Jones. One
never
time.
Happened.
You're probably... Honestly, I don't even like John Jones that much. You're probably right.
John Jones is the greatest fighter in UFC history.
That's not true.
That's 100% true.
You can't say 100%. You got to say 99.
99, whatever.
Thank you.
99%.
Because it's not true. Because he fought a lot of middleweights. But what I'm saying is... The closest thing he can get to that is if he goes in there and absolutely was somehow embarrass Stipe. He would get a lot more recognition and a lot more acceptance if he just say he goes in there and fucking surprisingly knocks him out. Like hits him with like a head kick as he's moving out. You know what? Something crazy. The fans would be like, okay, fuck, we can get on his boat. But honestly, if you beat Stipe, why don't you just fucking leave? Like, I love you, but what, you gonna hang out, wait for Cain? You don't want that.
He's not going to fight Cain.
That too.
I mean, that's the main thing. He'll relinquish the belt just so Cain can get it. They're that close.
You hold up 2 fucking belts and go, I fucking quit. I'm going to go work the desk.
Yeah.
And you throw him in the air at Dana's dick. Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, what else can he do? You know, it's almost like he's... I mean, because DC has... I mean, he's not been in there that long. Yeah. You know, he's not like a lot of these fighters that have been there from the beginning and are still fighting.
Yeah, he started late.
But he has reached, like, the peak of his career. And he's lost, so it's not like you're fighting for a legacy. It's not like you're not fighting to be the best, the most wins. Like, you know, you made your money. Yeah. You're a great announcer.
True.
I mean, you know, to run with that.
Yeah. And honestly, you can say that no matter what... You or I fucking believe he can go into fucking retirement with at least one asterisk next to his losses. At least one of those losses because of the fucking testing or whatever. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm just saying in his brain, he can go, you know what? He fucking beat me because of this, whatever. Because in DC's defense, he looked really good in the second fight until he got fucking head kicked. So it doesn't. At the same time, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, dude, go into the fucking sun. If you fucking stone cold Stipe Miocic after Ngannou couldn't, don't hang around.
I defended the title once. That's it. That's what I would do. I would defend it. Oh, once.
The heavyweight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm the heavyweight champion. You gotta defend it to be the champion.
Yeah, but do you want to do that? Because it's gonna be fucking Verdum.
I got DC over.
Oh,
Verdum
never mind.
Verdum.
Never mind. Verdum just got knocked out. I forgot. He got knocked out by that fucking Russian dude. Yeah, that's right. I called it, dude. I was so pissed off we didn't record. I was like, dude, you guys can all fucking say whatever you want, but I, in my head, was like, this is going to be just like Dos Santos versus fucking Verdum. He's going to be the fucking older guy trying to get the title shot, this young guy they put him up against, and he's going to get fucking knocked out. And sure enough, it happened. But Erimus was like, I can't record. And we didn't record. But anyway. Okay, so fuck Stipe and Cormier. We're done with that. So we are on to this weekend.
Woo woo!
Yeah, Jesus Christ!
About time.
And I am not going to be here to watch it. I am so sad, but excited.
What am I going to do? That's what I'm thinking.
Watch it and like FaceTime me.
Yeah, but it looks like Beef O'Brady's alone. I'm not be that fucking creepy guy. And then I gotta be the motherfucker. Like last time I went to Beef O'Brady's, like everybody's like, "Oh man, I remember we used to fight all the time." Then I'm like extra depressed, like. Thank you.
And then all your picks go wrong.
Yeah.
You're all sad and shit.
Yeah.
You're like, I think he's going to win. Head kick, unconscious. God damn it.
Exactly.
You leave early and watch it on Facebook Live like a loser.
Rose and Holloway are going to walk away with the championship. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. So me and Erimus have talked earlier this week, and we had to tell each other to shut the fuck up so we could come here and record it. But he's more on the Rose got lucky side, and I'm definitely more on the it's the changing of the guard side.
No, I think
it's not a no. It's a what I just said was true, dickhead.
But look, Rose is losing. I mean, she's gonna lose. I know. I mean, I just feel it. She got what happened. I mean, they come out there. She fucking hit her. Joanna's fucking down.
Dropped her twice.
Yeah, so fucking what? I mean, okay, she got lucky. I
twice? I don't believe. I'm sorry. I used to say lucky when I was younger and unexperienced.
Yeah, whatever.
Luck is not necessarily as important as people think. It's about executing.
It's
also, dude, she looked just like Ronda before Holly. She was super fucking trying to pump the fight up. She was super in her own head, and then she got fucked up for it.
Yeah, but Ronda was looking. I don't care what the fuck anybody. Yeah, Ronda was looking at Holly Holmes like, oh, this girl can beat the shit out of me.
I think she was looking at it like she can't grapple.
No, I don't fucking think so.
No.
I think that Holly Holm is a fucking professional champion at boxing, like
kickboxing.
You don't think even if you're Ronda Rousey, you still know like, okay, hey, this girl's got something for me, because she fought a lot of girls that didn't. That she knew that, okay, I'm about to walk in there, armbar this bitch in 2 seconds, and it's over. So
when Ronda joined, it was a lot like the men's UFC from like UFC 20. So it was like Ronda's the judo fighter, and this other chick is a wrestler. This other chick is a striker. This other chick is a jiu-jitsu person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Where women's MMA started when she came in was like very old schoolish.
Yeah, just like back in the day.
Exactly. But once the MMA fighters came up, like Holly, who's like fucking Greg Jackson's, it was like head kick central.
Yeah, and
hurt my ear.
God, she got fucked up too.
There's been 3 fights that I've wanted to put money on where I felt 100%. Holly versus Ronda versus Amanda Nunes, and fucking GSP versus Bisping. Those are the only 3 fights I've ever been like 100%. Anybody want to fucking throw a bet? And I was at fucking Rocket Lanes or whatever. I was like, please fucking bet me.
It's so funny because like fucking anybody that would have bet against GSP.
Oh my god,
so fucking stupid.
Idiots. Like they're like, we gotta look at his face. It's from elbows on the ground.
Yeah,
Bisping threw those off his back like as a last defense. Like, please don't fucking beat me. I mean, Bisping's whatever, but
But
we all knew that was coming.
Back to JJ. JJ is a great champion. You know, she is tough.
Yeah.
You know, and I just don't think that Rose. I think Rose got lucky, man. I really do. I mean that's all I can say about it because I don't know enough about Rose to be like. Yeah. I just know I watched her fight one time before that, and I was just like, I was like, oh. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, like, this is very fucking like stereotypical, but I seen her like bald headed chick, like her name's Thug Rose. I was like, oh man, she's gonna be a fucking beast, and she looked like shit. I can't remember who she fought because like that's how like I just didn't. Yeah. Which I'm not gonna say I love women's MMA because I don't. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it, but I will say that I think JJ is gonna beat Rose to death. She said herself. Yeah, you won the battle, but you're going to lose the war.
Yeah. I think it's a change in the guard, like I said. I think, JJ's been dropped in her last 2 or maybe even 3 or 4 fights. Like, she's been just hit with a shot where she just falls. She gets mangled. But the thing about it, what Rose did right in the first fight was she cut that shit off. Because what Joanna does is she peppers you, and then all of a sudden you're on defensive for 3 rounds just trying to survive. And she just pours it on, and you fucking get destroyed. But Rose was like, no, I'm going to push her, and then it worked. And she also has, good people around her. And it also, she, like me and you talked about, she doesn't cut weight. Like, she has basically 0 weight cut. Rose does. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a fucking factor. Hey, I definitely see.
I'm a firm believer if you can, like, especially with women, if they're walking around at the weight that they're supposed to be at, they don't have to cut. Yeah. Like, that's huge.
It's huge. Yeah, you're right. And
Which makes you sad that, like, what if Chris Cyborg had an opponent that could fight her natural weight? Jesus Christ. She's fucking crying her eyes out on the way to fucking.
No, I wouldn't.
But then you need a woman's like 165 pounds division.
Yeah. Like Joanna and Rose together aren't beating Cyborg.
No. Not at all.
Khabib's gonna have a hard time with Cyborg.
Khabib won the decision.
But it was a split decision.
Yeah.
He almost lost. But no, I think JJ will still be very successful. She may even be a champion at 125. That fucking new goofy fucking division they've created basically for Paige Van Zandt. That, she hasn't panned out.
Who sucks so bad.
Who lost to Rose. Who lost to fucking... Oh, fuck. I just started following her on Instagram. I feel so bad on knowing her name. The Australian chick who just beat her, like, it broke her arm and shit. Like, Paige and Sage Northcutt are, like, the 2, like, Barbies of the UFC. They want them to be superstars.
Yeah, but they're not.
What they all forget is what makes a superstar. Knocking people's fucking heads loose.
Yeah.
Chuck was a superstar and never fucking did anything movie-wise until towards the end of his career. He was a superstar because people wanted to see him fucking knock dudes dead.
I mean, I get it. Like, look, I mean, they built the whole division in the UFC off Ronda Rousey, who was great fighter and a little bit hot.
You talking about the women's?
Yeah.
Oh, women's MMA?
Yeah. So, like, you get Paige Van Zandt. Of course you want to be a star. I mean, she's fine as shit.
She's at Team Alpha fail.
Yeah, but she's... Exactly. But she sucks. I mean, no, she can fight for a girl and she's really hot.
No, she's just very scrappy. But you're not going to beat Joanna being scrappy.
You're not going to beat any person with any kind of belt in anything.
You're right.
Like, you're a fucking you're a chick that's, like, hard and you look good. Like, you're very marketable, but you need to stay home. Yeah. Or maybe try the WWE, That'd be great for you.
It's so embarrassing. I'm sorry. Side note, fucking going to the WWE after the UFC makes you look like such a sore loser.
Career suicide.
And a punk.
Yeah, you're never going to do anything else except for Brock Lesnar, because technically you were there before.
Exactly. Because, like, everyone talked about, like, how she was going to be okay and do movies. I'm like, dude, the movies only came about because she was armbarring chicks every single weekend.
Yeah, and it's like, what movie did you get? Yeah. Entourage? Who you played yourself?
Yeah, and you're going to be in, like, a female roadhouse that no one gives a shit about. I'm sorry, but those movie fucking roles that probably fuck your career, they only happen when you're fucking people up. Yeah. Like, people don't realize that the UFC is the only reason you're popular.
Unless it's, like, one of those, like, all MMA fighter movies.
Yeah, exactly. That goes straight to DVD.
Yeah, straight to DVD, B-list.
Yeah.
More like C-list.
C-list, yeah. Like, you think, like, Conor's going to, like, start his own, like, promotion? No, he's not, because guess where he is? You know why he's there? The UFC. Without the UFC, he's just another MMA fighter.
It's how Conor McGregor. Like, I could have a whole show talking shit about that fucking little goofy Irish bastard.
I've never seen a more cherry-picked fighter in my entire following of MMA. But whatever. Okay, so you think JJ by what? Decision, probably?
I'm going to go JJ. No. I'm going to go JJ by TKO in the 3rd round.
She don't get going that quick.
What?
She don't get going that quick. 3rd round, she's just starting to turn it up.
I think she got her 3rd.
Okay.
I don't think Rose is going to hang till the 3rd. I think Rose is going to be because she's coming full throttle. You know that. Yeah. She's coming. She's like, look, I'm fucking done knock this bitch out. Now, I will give her that. She is going to have supreme confidence. Like, when I remember when I boxed Austin Parker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I boxed him, and then we fought MMA like 2 months later. Like, even though he beat me in a boxing match, he couldn't. I knew he couldn't hurt me.
You knew, yeah.
Yeah, I just knew. I'm like, okay, he can't fucking hurt me, which is exactly what Rose is feeling right now. I'm sure. Like, she's like,
she
look,
dropped her twice.
Yeah, I dropped you twice. I beat the shit out of you. She's coming hard, but I don't think that JJ is gonna like. I think she's been training for that. She's expecting that, and I believe she's a true champion. And
it's very. I'm like, it's not impossible. Like, I've seen JJ like when she fought Claudia Gadelha the 2nd time, she lost literally the first 2 rounds. Like, if judging was where it should be, she probably lost one of them 10-8. Like, she got grinded really bad, but then turned it on for 3 straight rounds. So she's durable as fuck, like, when it comes to, like, heart and all that, which obviously she's a fucking super champ.
Yeah.
But I think her time at that weight class is done, and I think Rose submits her this time. I don't think she stands with her. I think she tricks her, and, like, she's like, I knocked you out the first time, so you think I'm going to strike, but in reality, I'm going to grind you and take you down and strangle you. Because if anyone in the world thinks JJ has better ground game than Rose, you're fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Yeah. No. Like, beyond dumb.
No, Thug Rose has got it going on the ground. But, I mean, I really think that, I mean, it's just my personal opinion. I think JJ's taking it down.
I just had a good idea. I'm going to write these down so we can decide who was right about more. We both picked Poirier. And Frankie. And you picked JJ like a loser.
We'll put some money on it, and then next time we come on it, we'll fucking be able to say. So let's do it.
No, whoever gets the better numbers of the fights we disagree with has to buy beer. We both picked Cormier, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so, oh my God, I'm being left solo. Don't go in there, dumbass.
Fucking Michaela's in there.
Yeah, I know. She's sleeping.
Or no, she's in this one.
No, she's in that one. Oh. Okay, so I am being left solo because Erimus has a bladder of a bird. But no, I think he's completely wrong about JJ. I think JJ is super, super chinny and will either get dropped and then submitted or maybe even grind and then, grind it on a little bit and then submitted. I don't know. JJ has a chance, but I feel like JJ has to build this kind of momentum on you. Like, she's got to tag you a couple times and then keep tagging you. She's got to have that, like, Nate Diaz style of just punch, like, just pepper you to fucking death. But, I don't know. I don't see it being enough. But now we are on to what I thought was a disappointment. I really did. Like, when I called you Monday? What's today?
Today is Tuesday.
So I called you yesterday.
You called me, yesterday.
Yeah, okay, so I called Erimus yesterday, and I was like, okay, no April Fools. Tony's fucking done. He blew his knee out like a dumbass walking behind some camera or some stupid shit. And so now the fight's off, and we have Max Holloway. And when I called him, like, when I called you, I was sad. I was, like, super sad.
How quickly did I turn that fucking frown upside down, though?
We were talking for 3 seconds. And I was like, this is the greatest fight ever. This is more exciting than Tony.
Because you know how psyched I was for Tony versus Khabib?
Yeah.
Not at fucking all. I'm like, okay, another one. Like, you know, it's just like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I like Tony Ferguson. Like, you put it out there. Yeah, he is a great fighter.
Yeah, but he's a nerd.
Yeah, exactly. But he's a fucking dork that, you know, and I kind of feel like I'm like liking those Conor McGregor types, like that just talk shit, whatever.
He wants to be.
Yeah, you know, but you know, you got a guy like Khabib who just fucking doesn't talk
25 and 0.
Yeah, like
Jesus.
It doesn't get better. And at 155, one of the most fucking hardest divisions ever.
From Russia.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you have to put on your resume. Any company's going to be like, yeah, you're hired.
Yeah.
25 and 0 from Russia. Got it.
Yeah, you're in.
You're the champ.
But, yeah, you know, like, as soon as you told me that, okay, it was going to be Max Holloway fighting Khabib, like, I was fucking ecstatic.
Yeah.
And, you know, we laid all that exactly. Like, what does Max Holloway have to lose? Nothing. Not
even a fan. Like, he's not going to lose a single thing.
Yeah, no.
And make bank.
And you know what? I don't even love Max Holloway. Like, I don't love him. I'm not like a fucking huge Max Holloway fan. Yeah. But, however, like, I am now. Yeah. Like, I'm like, dude, you stepped up. Yeah. Like, you know, on that kind of notice, and you're fighting fucking 10, which, granted, you probably don't have to cut any weight. You know, nothing like that.
Very little.
Yeah, very little. And, you know, you just stepped up to fight one of the most feared guys in the division. And for a real reason to be, you know. Yeah. Khabib is no joke. No. Yeah, he's injury prone. What the fuck ever.
Doesn't matter now.
But he's such a badass. And he's healthy. Yeah. And he's ready. And you stepped up to fight him, like, I'm a huge Max Holloway fan now. Yeah, I love Max Holloway. And even if he doesn't win, which I'm not putting it on him to win, I'm not going to say he's going to win because Khabib is just a monster, you know.
I know what you're saying. Like, we obviously have, like, hammered it to each other that there is no lose situation. But he's so gangster that he's fighting the guy that, like you said, he's a feared 55er. He's a feared human. There's dudes at 70 that I guarantee would be like, man, my fucking knee's acting up. Guaranteed. Like, he's not fucking around.
How many people do you think they called before they called Max Holloway?
I think Max called them. That's how gangster he is. I think he was like,
you think?
Yo, like, I just got done surfing. Like, what's up? I see you got...
I love your Hawaiian.
Is it bad? No, I think, like, I really do. You know what's funny is, like, just a couple days before that, Conor was, like, put, like, stay ready on Twitter, apparently. And then Khabib was like, where the fuck are you at, Burger King? So, like, dude, Max is the fucking man. Nothing to lose. You get to show off your fucking BJ Penn-ness, if you will, if I can use his name like that. You know, you're just, how many Hawaiian fighters have there been that have been successful?
1.
2 now. That's it. 2, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing to lose. And guess what? You probably have a chance. Not a big one, in my opinion, because here's the problem. When we first started talking, the reason why I wasn't on your level of excitement is because when they made that fight, when they did that fucking, this is not an April Fool's, Tony hurt his knee, fucking Khabib versus Max, I went, oh, shit. Like, I like Max. I'm a Max fan already, before you were. Like, before the fight announcement. So I'm a big fan. And I'm like, he's going to get fucking destroyed. But then me and you started talking, and I was like, oh, shit, this is gangster.
Bringing those points to fucking light.
I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? He's got more than just, like, a Cub Swanson versus Frankie chance.
Yeah.
He doesn't have just, like, I hope I hit you with this hook, otherwise I lose. He's got, like, I'm going to be there for as long as I humanly possibly can be. Yeah. Before you fuck me up.
One, he's the champion.
That's true.
Of 145.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's coming in to make a statement.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Max Holloway looks small at 145.
Yeah.
So at 155, he's going to look so fucking good. He's so fast.
Yeah.
His striking is great.
Yeah.
Can he handle Khabib on the ground?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Can Khabib handle him on the feet? That's probably the bigger question.
I think you're going to see a lot. I think we're going to see mostly that fight standing up.
Well, here's the thing. Like, what no one is like some people are talking about, but is that when Michael Johnson fought Khabib, everyone remembers him, like, beating his ass and talking to Dana at the same time, like, while he beats Michael Johnson, and then Kimura's him. But no one talks about the first round. He got sparked. Like, he got hit with a bad shot. And I would definitely put my money on Max Holloway to beat the dog shit out of Michael Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, I do that 100%.
Yeah, so, like, it's not out of the realm of possibility to think, like, if Khabib comes in there too relaxed to get stung a couple times, and then, like, at that point, who knows what happens? Does he shoot a shot that's kind of dizzy?
Yeah, but
or is he okay? Like,
one thing you said, Khabib coming in relaxed.
Yeah.
I don't see it. You know, he's just fucking, that dude is 100% dedication.
Yeah.
He's coming in that bitch like, okay, opponents changed, and now I'm fighting Max Holloway. He's fucking studying that shit down to the max, and I think that he's really gonna show out. You know, he's a great fighter, and, you know, I'd like to see Holloway win. Yeah. You know, and I think that, he does have potential to win.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be his hardest fight he's ever had.
By far.
And I'm going for Max.
We're talking about a guy that fought Jose twice.
Yeah.
And knocked him out twice. But this fight is way harder.
Yeah, it's a totally different division.
As a Jose Aldo fan, I never, even in his prime, want him to fight Khabib.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for what?
Mark Hominick took you down, bitch. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen now?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Khabib is that monster that people don't want to fuck with.
Khabib is that all-around fighter too.
Yeah.
You know, he's good on the feet. He's great on the fucking ground.
Jesus Christ.
And he puts you down. He beats the shit out of you. You know, he punishes you and talks shit dead in your face.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
Stop fighting.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm laying on the ground. Some fucking dude's hitting me. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, quit fighting, and he's fucking rushing. Like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Like when he was telling Michael Johnson, like, you have to quit.
Yeah.
I deserve
this.
I deserve title shots. You know this.
Yeah, you know this.
I have to beat you. Like,
and
if you're Michael Johnson, you're going, oh shit.
If you're Michael Johnson, you're like, fuck, he doesn't deserve it.
You throw your shoulder up, like, here, bitch, come over me real quick. Like, let me get paid. And he ran him off to another division.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, here's the other thing, is that Max, I'm not saying Anthony Pettis is by any means the greatest lightweight. I know. Like, fucking whispering, nerd. Okay, so Anthony Pettis isn't the greatest lightweight. We can agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but Pettis has been the lightweight champ. He has that experience. He has that fighting bigger guys. Max dealt him the biggest ass whooping of his career.
Yes.
Like it was nothing.
Agreed. Beat the fucking shit out of him.
So Max really might be, like, in the pound for pound talking, coming up. Like, he's just not there yet. Like, he hasn't had the opportunities. Like, beating Jose twice is huge, but you're also Jose at the end. People still doubt you. You go in there and somehow fucking destroy a 25-0 record against the scariest guy in the UFC.
I mean, I will say it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll 100% say it's possible.
You'll say it's possible, but who you picking?
I got Khabib for the win.
Yeah.
I got Khabib for the win. Like I said, just like earlier, but like I want Holloway to win.
Yeah. It's hard to pick against it.
You know, I mean, if I'm like betting money,
yeah,
I'm not betting against Khabib.
No.
It's not happening.
Because if I'm honest, I think Khabib's gonna fucking.
I got Khabib by TKO in the second round.
I was gonna say third, so.
I got him in the second.
Yeah, you don't think? I think Holloway can last longer. That's my only opinion.
I think Khabib comes out in the first round. He fucking takes him down, beats it, wears on him. He ain't gonna beat the shit out of him. He's gonna get him tired.
Just takes that
second round, takes him down again.
Yeah.
Holloway's giving up hope. Hey, I'm in a fucking because he's the champion of 145. Yeah. He's getting took down in the second round. He's getting beat up even more. He's like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm the champion of 145. If I lose, what's it matter?
Yeah.
It's payday.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I was just here to save the card.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
like his back door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, everybody knoes, or I'll say, that fighting is way more mental than it'll ever be physical.
100%.
So, so that's what he's going to be playing on is like, he's going to have to really, really want that win to even stick around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a tough fight.
I agree. I personally think Khabib is going to, like, steal his fucking soul like Shang Tsung style in the first round, and then the second round is going to be really hard to watch, and like it's going to be kind of one of those rounds where Herb's like, you got to fucking show me something.
Yeah.
And then the third round is just going to be like a takedown and done. Like Herb's going to be like, all right, stop. So I think it'll last at least that long.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what I'm going.
Yeah, but
might make it to third, but I'm gonna, if I was a betting man, I'd say second.
Yeah.
So
all right. Well, that was our last fight. We've got all our picks written down. And we will be back next week, at least after the fight, so we can at least talk about results.
Yeah, we're going to do the results and upcoming events.
Exactly. And not necessarily always going to be MMA, but you can definitely count on MMA being the majority of our podcast.
Exactly. Get your fight results here.
Exactly. And we're trying to get in touch with Island Fights, which is a semi-local company that we've both fought for in Pensacola.
But huge, and Dean Toole, that's my man.
Yeah, and it's on Fight Pass, so you can watch those fights, and hopefully we'll be able to cover some of their fights for them or something.
Good.
All right, well, thanks for joining us on the World's Most Dangerous Podcast, Episode 1. Anything, brother?
That's it, man. Signing out. Erimus Mills here.
Love you, brother.
Love you, man.
Later, guys.